Hi, if you're here, you probably already know that your agitator dogs are no good in your Whirlpool or Kenmore direct drive washing machine. These are the type of washing machines that mommy used to have or grandma used to have back in the day. And if you still have one, congratulations, you're one of the smartest consumers out there because everything they make today is junk. Hold on to your machine as long as is possible. Repair it at any cost because you can never buy another one and you will never see another machine wash like these can. So let's get right into it. Here's how you can tell if the agitator dogs are no good. Just grab your agitator here and you'll notice you can spin it in the clockwise direction, but when you go to spin it counterclockwise, it grabs the bottom. See down there how it turns? So in essence, it locks up here in the counterclockwise direction. You'll also sometimes just get your fabric softener dispenser, if equipped, turn like that, but that's okay. So if you just grab it, you'll see how it locks in that. Now, a machine which has the problem. This one here, clockwise is fine, and counterclockwise, not so good. Now, the reason this is important, if you notice, this is a corkscrew. And what it does is it pushes the close at the top down to the bottom where the agitator is, and that's where the agitation happens. And it basically goes in a loop like this. The clothes keep going like this all around inside the washer. But it requires that this locks up in the other direction, so it only screws the clothes downward, and they make their way up on the sides. So here's how we do this. First thing you have to do, if you have just a cap on top without a fabric softener dispenser, there should be a way you can get a screwdriver in there to pry it up. If you have a fabric softener dispenser, just pull and it'll come out, and set that aside. Down in here is a cap, and you see that thing going across at a diagonal. You can stick your fingers in underneath that and pull that cap out. So just reach down in there. It's going to be mucky if you use fabric softener. And just get your fingers underneath and pull, and there it is. And obviously you can clean that up later. The only tool you're going to need for this is a ratchet wrench like this with a long enough extension or a couple of shorter ones and a 7/16 socket. So there's a bolt in there that we need to take out. So we just get our socket in there and get it on there. Now you'll see that when you turn this, your whole agitator does. So you have to reach down in there and brace the agitator and take this out. Sometimes they're going to be a little bit tighter than others. Other times not so much. This one wasn't too bad. We can take that off and unscrew this. And that's fine. If the bolt stays in there, that's perfectly fine. We'll get it out later. So now you're going to reach down to the bottom of the machine, hook your fingers underneath the agitator, and it should come loose. So there it is there, and set this on the floor. Now you have to separate the top piece from the bottom. And to do that, go ahead and step on it to hold it down, and you're going to grab this and pull up. Some of them take a lot more force than others. Sometimes you'll be pulling and pulling and it just won't work, so get something like a rubber mallet to kind of help you. But basically you just pull this straight up. This one comes right out. And come up here with it. Place your hand on top and invert it. Okay, and in my hand now are the worn agitator dogs, the cam clutch assembly, and below that was the bolt we took out from before. So here's our new set of agitator dogs for this machine, for both the machines I have. It's actually part number 80040. Do not go by this number. Double check. You can look online and find out what part your particular machine takes and buy the right one. Incidentally, This part is about $5–6, and maybe you can find a free shipping deal somewhere. And if that's the case, it would be very, very wise to buy 2 sets. So that way, next time this happens, which will be many years in the future, and yes, chances are very good, your washing machine is still going to be working by then. Like I said, they don't make them like they used to. Buy 2. So that way you'll have a set on hand. And that's exactly what happened. When I changed these dogs 8 years ago, I bought an extra set. So here they are. Okay, so we're all set here. You'll notice how these go in. They sort of look like a fish almost, and they have like a little tail, and that goes in there. So just do them one at a time. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the difference. If you look here and compare that to that, you see there's extra bumps over here. That's what wears out on here. This is absolutely smooth. Not much there, but if I do the same thing here, you can certainly hear it. So what we're going to do is simply go around and pull these out. They just lift up. Okay, these are garbage. And now we put our new ones in. If you forget how it goes, it's just kind of follow the same angle. Put your little tail piece in, close it in, put your little tail piece in, close it in, put your little tail piece in, close it in, put your little tail piece in, close it in. Okay, it's time to reassemble. I just want you to see in the bottom piece of the agitator, there is a plastic piece here and a plastic piece here. So those are wings, and down over here, you will see there are slots cut in that. So the goal is to put it back into the top part of the agitator over here, like we did before, and line up these slots with the little wings that are in here. Okay, while this is out, if you want to take the time to clean it, you can do that. I'll do that at another time. And what we have to do now is reinsert that assembly back in here. It's exactly the reverse of what we did before. So this is the top of it. The way you know is there's this nice lip on the top here, where that doesn't really have as nice of a one. This has got a nice bigger lip. So once again, we invert this, okay, and we're going to take this piece, as it were. You can stick your fingers right inside like that, and we're going to go ahead and slide your hand up in there, and we'll get it pushed all the way through. There we go, like that. And now turn it, and we're going to try to line those wings up and push down on the center piece till it snaps in, just like that. Let me just step on it so it doesn't go anywhere. Clockwise it turns, counterclockwise it locks. See? That's it. Now all we have to do is put it back in the machine, and we're back in business. And now we go ahead and put the agitator back in the machine. So just put it down over the center spindle like it was. Just kind of spin it around a little bit, and you'll see when it gets like that, now you want to reach in here and push down gently all the way down to seat it. So that's pushed all the way down, and now we're all set to put the bolt back in. So now we have to put the bolt back in, but you know what's going to happen. As soon as you turn this upside down, the bolt is probably going to fall right out, as you saw it almost did there. So to fix that, just get a little piece of paper towel. Simple as that. Place it over the bolt, and now put your socket on there. So there it is in there firmly. It's not falling out. So you're all set to put this back in, and then you can just fish out the little piece of paper towel with a pair of pliers or something. Okay, now we're going to just put the bolt back in. So we just go right down in the center there, and we'll run that all the way down. Eventually, the whole agitator is going to spin when we get down to the nitty-gritty of it all. goes right there. So now just reach down, hold one of the vanes on the agitator, and just give it a nice tighten. That should be it. Not too tight, but definitely not loose. We'll go ahead and pull that out. Apparently my socket is stuck in there, but that's not a problem. There we go. And I just got to fish that little piece of paper towel out. Now we're going to put our cap back in. I just wiped it down with a paper towel. That's really fine. And I find that I can get my index and middle fingers in here to kind of hold it in the thing like that, and you push it down. Now this rubber gasket can sometimes be a little bit of a problem for it to reseat. If it is, just get a little bit of dishwashing soap or hand soap or something like that and just run it around there. But we're just going to take that and put it down in there and push until it pops in. Just make sure that's seated, and that's it. And now we just take our fabric softener cap, put it back in, and now clockwise it spins free. Counterclockwise it's going to spin now, but you'll see that the bottom part of the agitator is going to catch with it and spin. You got to not grab the fabric softener thing, and you see how it locks in that direction. So it spins completely free in this direction, but grabs the agitator in the other direction, as you see like that. And that's it. It's all working properly now. So that's it. We've successfully fixed our Whirlpool or Kenmore or any other brand direct drive washing machine with the new set of agitator dogs. It's a very, very simple repair. I do thank you for keeping your old machine, because it's now going to provide you with many, many more years of trouble-free service. Once again, they don't make them like they used to. You can't get a machine like this ever again. Hang on to it at any cost. Say, if this video helped you out, please consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons. That lets me know I did a good job making this video, and I can continue to provide them for you. Have a great day.